Wuthering Waves literally beats Genshino Impacto at the 2025 Game Awards. And while the Hoyo Chills are selling their Genshin accounts so they can afford to pull Frolova, we are actually looking at a bright future with WuWa 3.0 coming this Christmas 2025. In this video, I'll show you the most important news from the 3.0 livestream, as well as some insider leaks. And yeah, we are praying that we finally get some Christmas skins. Let's go! We are getting 1600 astrites because of the win against the Genshino Mafia in the Game Awards battle. On top of that, you can secure even more rewards using the code shown on screen. We are getting a brand new region called Lahai-Roi, which means a ton of new areas to explore. We've got Star Torch Academy, yeah, we're going back to school guys, Space Torch Observatory, Starwood Raceway, Bjatre Woods or something like that, and Argent Flarefall. We are also getting new story quests, even though not too much is known yet. There's a prologue, and Act 1 and Act 2, I'm hyped guys, I'm hyped. We are getting two new characters, Lynae and Mornye. Lynae, a Spectral Pistol user, and Mornye, a Fusion Broadblade user. My impression so far is that Lynae can be played either as main DPS or sub DPS, and Mornye is a support. In phase 1, together with Lynae, we're getting Cartethia and Chicona, and later in phase 2, together with Mornye, we're getting Augusta and Juno. Phase 1 starts in December 2025, and phase 2 starts on January 15th next year. Happy pulling! Well, of course, Lynae and Mornye are getting their signature weapons, Spectrum Blaster and Starfield Calibrator. Honestly, that sounds crazy cool, not gonna lie. We're also getting rerun weapons for Cartethia, Chicona, Augusta, and not this time, Juno. But that's still not all. We're also getting new 5-star standard banners called Synth Armament or something. No idea how to pronounce it correctly, but the weapons actually look pretty fucking cool. Fuck Mavica, we don't need a character just to cruise through Star Torch Academy. Every character can use the motorbike, similar to flying in Renacita. Good job Kuro. People always say WuWa is a Genshin copy, but maybe Hoyo should start copying Kuro instead? We can even customize our bike. And if you want, you can take another resonator with you as a companion. And yeah, it looks like traveling by train will also be possible. Yep, we can now send messages to other resonators. Honestly, I didn't fully get it at first, but with wave lines, we can now spam call Char's phone asking when he's finally going to show up in the fucking story. But for real, there is NPC messaging and actual story integrations. Yes, you heard it right, we're getting a balance mechanic so we can finally beat the middle towers in TOA. It's called Tune Break and it works like this. You continuously hit the enemy to build up the tune level. Once the cap is reached and you hit the enemy again, the Tune Break effect gets applied. That means burst damage and the tune bar resets. Against stronger enemies, Tune Break doesn't trigger automatically. You have to cast it manually when prompted, like you can see here. A well-timed Tune Break can interrupt enemy attacks, and this mechanic applies to all characters and resonators. You can see it directly in their skill sets. New resonators and probably Fusion Rover as well will have two forte skills. You can switch between them tactically before combat. This system is called Resonance Mode Switch, and Lynae and Mornye both have it. I'll give my full take on Lynae later, but for now let's keep going. There are apparently around 17 new echoes in Lahai-Roi. For example, Reactor Husk, cool name honestly, and Hyviata or something like this is a new boss echo created by the Space Track Collective to wipe out Hoyo shields with success. The other boss, Reactor Husk, is a security measure by the Space Track Collective to make sure Genshino Impacto stays destroyed. Both bosses are Overlord classes. And yeah, new echoes also means new Sonata Sets. We're getting 3 right away, 2 Spectral sets and 1 support set. First the boring part, the support set Halo of Starry Radiance is focused on healing bonus and it buffs the attack of all team resonators based on their current tune build rate up. Now the Spectral sets. Pact of Neon Light Leap is a self-buffing set, which you'll probably run on Lynae if you play her as a main DPS. The other Spectre set, Rite of Gilded Revelation, feels more like a sub-DPS set, because it buffs the attack of the incoming Resonator, plus an attack buff based on Tune Break boost. Sounds like you could play Lynae as a sub-DPS to buff Spectre teams, maybe Genshino, Lynae Mornye? We're getting Phantom Twin Nova with Nebulous Cannon and Collab Blade, and also Chop Chop. Before you could only apply the enhanced effect to Calamity and Overload echoes, that restriction is gone. It now applies to all echo classes. I recommend abuse this on 3-cost echoes, then farm the 1-cost echoes. 4-cost echoes can be farmed infinitely anyway, so that would be kinda wasted. And since 1-cost echoes only have 3 stats, the chance of getting something usable is much higher. So yeah, farm the 3-costs until the enhanced effect is used up. Yeah, finally, because as if I wasn't already struggling enough with whimpering and holograms, we're getting even more content. New tactical holograms, the Dreamless, and a new high difficulty challenge called Double Pawns Matrix. It's currently in testing, so not final. You enter the Matrix, fight bosses, pick buffs and get stronger. There are a damn lot of events. One I really want to highlight is Ascendant Aces. It's a trial mode where you can test currently featured resonators with preset builds and get asteroids for it. If you want more details, the link to the livestream with timestamps for all events is in the description. There might be a collaboration with Sonic and Persona. Nothing confirmed though. I already showed you the time-limited rewards at the beginning, but there is more. Together with the login event and the 7-day login, we're getting 15 Radiant Tides and 5 Lustrous Tides. That's 20 pulls in total. Kuro fixed a couple of bugs and performance issues. On top of that, we're getting several quality of life updates. You can unlock 3.0 at the Nexus in Genshino. The double consume button for double drop events has been reworked. Instead of consuming claims one by one, you can now get multiple rewards more efficiently. More than 2 claims consume 2 and gain 4 rewards. 1 claim consumes 1 and gains 3 rewards. There also are a lot of improvements for mobile. After downloading the basic resources, you can start playing immediately. The rest downloads in the background. Keep in mind, while downloading you might experience stutters. That's just my opinion. Game files are now split by region and story progress, so you can delete old data to save storage. That means you don't need to download Genshino if you're only in Renacita or Lahai-Roi. Performance. There is even frame generation on some mobile devices for better performance, thanks to the Vulkan API. Additionally, Kuro says they step things up when it comes to world exploration, as well as sound and visual quality in Lahai-Roi. That's crazy. And lastly, when selecting teams, the UI now has a new, or rather improved, animation. Alright, that's it for 3.0, but I've still got a few leaks and rumors for you. Starting with 3.1, there's supposedly going to be a female fusion sniper, similar to Nanami from PGR. The other one is apparently a May character, maybe the one WuWa already teased? And after endless rumors, maybe finally 3.5 Scar is showing up. Maybe, okay, calm down. Okay, and if the rumors are true, and you play Lynae with the sub-DPS Sonata set, you basically get a universal sub-DPS that buffs attack, damage amplification and resonance duration. That would make Lynae a must pull because you could run her in almost any team even if she's not always the best option. For example, she'd be really good with Shangli Jiao, Camellia or Frolova. But again, none of this is officially confirmed, so I'm still hoping that we actually get the triple schoolgirl team with Lynae, Chisa and Mornye. Guys, are you hyped? Because I am. What do you think about 3.0 so far? And what's your take on the rumors about the upcoming characters? Let me know in the comments. And way more importantly, how do you feel about the win against Genshino Impacto? Thanks for watching.